Good morning, I am once again back at Performance Remap with Chris and a Volvo. Today we're going to see how much horsepower my 240,000 mile Volvo 850 T5 has got. We're going to geek out a little bit about Volvo 850 T5s. And then later on I'm going to tell you how many miles I've done in it in the last 10 days. And I'm also going to work out for another video whether I could have done it on public transport. So without further ado, let's roll this one onto the rollers, which is that way. Done a few of these Volvos now, haven't we? I should have cleaned it, that would have added a few horsepower, wouldn't it?
156, 157, 156 at the flywheel.
Yeah. So that's 196 and then 140 at the wheel.
Yeah, 140 at the wheels.
138 horsepower it should be from the factory.
Pretty much consistently 150 horsepower.
I think this is the first saloon.
I think it is, most of them are estates.
We've always done estates, yeah.
Estate cars before.
Yeah. Right then, so I bought this car about, 2 weeks ago. Exactly 2 weeks ago, I bought it home. Since then, I've done almost 1,500 miles in it. We've been to Scarborough. I've been down to Essex to see Mike Yeadon. I went up to Kettering, going to see James Rupper, and all over the place, basically. In my time with the car, I've actually managed to get close to 31 miles to the gallon out of it, but I'll detail all of that in another video. However, I do want to geek out a little bit about the Volvo 850 T5 and the turbo. So, here we have Pete. Pete, you are another Volvo guy. You own an 850 at the moment, I think.
I've got one 850, I've currently got a C70 at the moment.
Yeah.
But
you had a slight problem with a tree with your 850, didn't you?
Yeah, unfortunately I've had a tree land on top of my 850 where it's been parked at the moment.
Yeah.
Which has done a fair bit of damage.
So, got to work out what to do next with that.
Yeah, it's...
Is it an opportunity to make a convertible or pickup truck?
Thinking along the lines of a pickup truck.
Yeah.
That's always been my thing, but probably not with that model was
Right.
my plan, but that may have made my decision for me.
Yeah. So, we were talking about the badging on this car. So, this is an 850 T5 and it would have been badged as a T5. The badge was removed because the gentleman was having a couple of cars stolen from his driveway. However, the T5 came out in 1994. This is a 1994 car, and that means it's got some features in the engine bay which are unique to the early cars, which I think you're going to help us talk through. So let's head on over there. So it shouldn't be badged T5 on the back, we think. I've just checked the V5.
Turbo.
On the V5 it says it's an 850 turbo auto. So you were about to tell me that...
Yours was registered on the 4th of March 1994 as an 850 turbo auto, and the model details is a T5 auto.
So this is before all of their marketing switched over to calling them T5s. At this stage, it was just called a turbo, which is quite interesting. However, underneath the bonnet then, that means that this has got some features that are unique to the earlier cars. Talk us through it.
Well, you basically got the reverse flow intercooler set up over the top of the engine, which I believe on the later cars they did away with.
Yeah.
And a lot of people do tend to try and fit this as a tuning option.
Because they think it's better because of airflow, oil flow?
Cooler air in the front.
Yeah.
Yeah. You've also got the manual throttle body set up on here, so it's got a cable.
Yeah.
As opposed to the later vehicles had the often unreliable
Electronic throttle body.
Yeah.
throttle body.
So really then, if you're after one of these, an early car isn't such a bad thing. So we're looking for 222 horsepower out of this one.
Yes.
30 years old almost exactly.
That's old, isn't it?
Yeah. It's the oldest one we've done, I think.
Think of an outrage as being 30 years old.
No, you don't. You don't. That's because we're all old.
Still current.
Yeah, I know. So 222 horsepower. We have, to be honest, let's not be clickbaity. We know these Volvos now. They tend to do all right, don't they?
They tend to do all right. I think that's performed incredibly well for the mileage and age. Incredibly well.
Incredibly well.
Incredibly well.
It's really good.
I didn't expect it to do so well.
That's not too bad.
It's pretty good.
And also we know, because I was told when I first bought it,
Yeah.
the engine isn't exactly in fantastic health. So
Well, there's some fluids underneath the engine.
What was the other one? 432,000, 632,000. I think it was 432,000 miles on the gold one.
Miles.
It was huge miles.
The gold
So-
one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
We'll
we'll
see how it does.
leave it to Chris to see how we do.
Yeah. Finally got it to hold the gear.
Yeah.
It was just getting used to, just got to count up the gears because you've got no display telling you which one you're in.
Yeah. What was the technique then in the end?
Trial and error.
Yeah.
Just drive up and think first, second, and then I locked it into third.
Yeah.
Applied foot steadily and then just gradually push once you know it's not going to kick down.
So you're doing the power run in third then, or are you getting up to fourth?
No, I think I'm in third.
You think you're in third?
I'm in third, yeah.
Yeah.
Where are we? 6.5. Yeah, I got the tacho scale right.
Yeah.
Yeah. In a second, we'll have our first figure.
Nice.
202.
202.
202.
That's not too bad then.
No, let's try again.
About the same then.
Yeah, 162 on the last, so about the same.
Yeah.
I managed to get the throttle more consistent that run.
Yeah.
Just getting used to it.
Got you. Got you.
You want to push as hard as you can to get the most power, but if you push too hard, you kick it down.
Yes. Yeah. 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 It's just balancing your.
But once you get over 3.5, it doesn't kick down, so you can just plough it all the way down.
Right. Okay. Got you. So kick down is pre 3.5.
Yeah, it seems to be.
I did splash a little bit of premium in this morning as well to see if that helps.
Yeah, the modern auto boxes, you can just select with Trictronic what gear you're in.
Yeah.
And it tells you what gear you're in, so
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
makes life pretty simple.
Yeah. .166. We got a little bit more there.
Yeah. And when I'm in neutral, all I do is just hold my foot on the throttle a bit to keep the oil flowing through the gearbox.
Yeah.
I like your stereo.
Oh, it's just a little handy little
it's good,
Bluetooth speaker. Yeah, it seems to be more reliable than the.
Than that.
I was using the tape adapter, but
Oh yeah.
circa 1990 whatever. But the tape player isn't the most reliable, so
No.
I resorted to the Bluetooth speaker.
I was in my loft the other week and I found a load of TDK blank tapes.
Nice.
But I don't want to throw them away.
No,
They're still all sealed up. Do you know what I mean?
yeah. You might need those in the apocalypse
need
when
them one day, yeah.
when they've shut down the internet.
Yeah.
People forget that, don't they? You know, everybody just streams everything these days.
Yeah.
Nobody owns their music
I don't
anymore.
buy music anymore. No.
I keep saying this on my videos, but I had a moment when we did the John O'Groats trip and my phone wasn't working. I had nothing at all.
Yeah.
Since then, I've always made sure I've had tapes or CDs or an old iPod.
Yeah. Yeah, I've gone to many places before and you sat nav, you get there, you got no signal,
Yeah.
and when you go to leave, you want to put your home address into the sat nav, but it's got no signal.
Yeah.
You just have to try and remember which way you came.
And even those of us that think that we don't rely on technology
Oh, we do.
come unstuck, don't we?
Yeah, we do. Second. Third gear, I'm getting the hang of this.
Comfy car, isn't it?
Yeah, lovely. 35 wheel horsepower now.
Yeah. Oh, we've got a reporter live on the scene that says
On the second but last run, I think it hit the rev limiter.
Yeah.
Because we had a huge, great plume of black smoke come out the back.
yeah,
But I think that cleared it out a little bit.
good stuff. All right. Well, you're going to tell me all about the ULEZ. You know, we're talking about emissions out the back of the car, but the video I'm going to do with you next, we're going to talk a bit about this, aren't we?
Yes.
Because if you're kicking out fumes like that in London, you get in trouble, don't you?
It cost me £12.50.
£12.50 for that.
To pollute.
Exactly. You can pay to pollute. You can still pollute. You have to pay for it. What do you reckon?
Decent, Jeff, decent.
So, scores on the doors.
Approximately,
Yeah.
they say as an average, you've got about 205 horsepower, haven't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
Torque looks about right.
205 at the flywheel and then 165-ish at the wheels.
Yeah.
Now, that is interesting because the last automatic 850 T5 we did was the 400,000 miler.
Yeah.
Highest run it's done is basically 196 horsepower,
196.
which isn't bad considering the age of it.
So that's 196 and then 140 at the wheel.
Yeah, 140 at the wheels.
Whereas this is making 165.
Yeah.
So there's a difference on the year though, because that was a later car.
Yeah, so it had the different intercooler and stuff like that, didn't it?
Yeah, exactly. And that was also LPG converted. Not that was, we were running on.
Yeah, we were running on petrol.
We were running on petrol at the time.
Yeah.
I don't think we would have been running on premium though. I can't remember what I was running it on then.
No, I don't know.
But it's interesting.
You've probably been running on LPG for a while. I don't think that's really that
No.
beneficial for engine health.
Yeah. Fair, that's interesting you say that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so 20 odd horsepower, well, 25 horsepower more
Yeah.
on this saloon. So fairly healthy car.
Yeah.
Apart from the black smoke. We won't tell Sadiq Khan about
To
that.
go 220.
222.
That's close enough, isn't it?
222 and we're at 205 on the best
205.
run.
Yeah.
So engine wear and tear, optimistic manufacturer book. Could be a bit of everything, couldn't
Plus
it?
the auto box isn't ideal to really
Yeah.
like it, and manual is much easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if that had been a 5-speed manual, it would have been a lot easier to dyno.
Yeah, loads easier.
Knock it into 5th gear
Yeah,
and
you can see here at the start, it's a bit up and down.
yeah.
And that's purely me trying to put my foot down as hard as I can without it making it kick down.
Yeah.
And it's hard to do that consistently, exactly the same every time.
Yeah, got you. So 204.5 at the wheel, at the flywheel, 165 at the wheels, and engine torque of around about 270. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, not bad.
No.
Quite pleased with that.
Yeah.
The next big test is how much oil is underneath it when we pull it off.
I'm going to have a quick look.
Go on.
Nothing obvious, Jeff. It looks alright.
Whee!
I'll get a torch. Oh, we got a little spot there.
Oh yeah.
A little spot.
Yeah.
Nothing serious.
Excellent.
Yeah, it's got no under tray catch in it either, is it? So anything that comes down is coming out.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, very minor bit of oil.
Well, I thought that was going to be worse actually.
Yeah.
Okay, great result. Well done, car.
Yeah.
Another Volvo that has performed superbly on the dyno. Do you know what? I need to go buy something that's going to come down here, perform really badly, and then blow up.
Yeah, that'd
It'd be better for YouTube, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would. It'd be
Right.
fantastic.
We'll work
I've
on
got
that.
fire extinguishers.
We'll work on that one next then. Right, now normally that would be the end of the video. However, this is not a casting sofa. I'm in the waiting room of Performance Remap, and there's been a package. This isn't a casting sofa. There's been a package sent to me, right? Someone has got in touch with Chris and said, I can't reach Jeff, can I post something to you? Because I see that he's always down there with you. So I've arrived here today, and Chris has said, oh, there's a parcel for you. So I've come down here, there's a lovely handwritten letter and a couple of gifts, including this that I've never seen before. This is a Volvo 850 racing tie. Isn't that just the best thing? So now I need to find an occasion to wear my Volvo 850 racing tie, and there's also this book, which despite the strange sculpture on the front is actually a Volvo book. As you can see, as we film here on the casting sofa at the loudest filming spot in the world. But there's this beautiful book, which I'm going to have a good look through later on. And it says things like, between sheet metal and the final coat are 13 other layers of protection. You see that there on the paint? All sorts of details about Volvo. So thank you very much to the gentleman that has sent me this wonderful little care package down to the dyno. Oh, look at that. Simpler times, eh? Fantastic. So I'll have a good look at that later on. So there we go. Thank you very much to the gentleman that sent me that package to Chris. The Volvo's done pretty well. I reckon the horsepower readouts are pretty respectable. Now I'm going to go rejoin all of the pointless roadworks on the way out of Gloucester to head back to Malvern to sit in more pointless roadworks to get back to my house. But at least I know that my Volvo's engine is in relatively rude health. Coming up next is a video on my my time with the Volvo. So I've had it 2 weeks so far. I've done 1,500 miles there or thereabouts. And I'm going to do a little breakdown of if it would have been possible to do those journeys on public transport, how long it would have taken and how much it would have cost me relative to how much fuel I've put in the Volvo. So thank you very much for watching this little video, and lots more videos coming up all the time. Another siren. Thanks everybody. Kind of a rolling project, but I love it, and I can't quite put my finger on why I love this car so much. We've done, I think, probably between 12 and 15,000 miles in this car. Didn't want to like this car. I didn't want to like it. What have I done to it? Well, quite a lot. One very rusty wheel arch. How bad do you think that is?
Probably just cut it out. Plate there, plate there.
So you're making a little panel there.
Yeah.
Wonder if the MOT tester will remark on my gold floors and say how nicely it's been painted. Everybody said, don't paint your plastics, don't paint your plastics. Double acrylic Toyota Dakuma Grey, magnetic grey 1G3 from High Coat. I think we're on the Mulsanne Straight. I don't know much about Le Mans, but I think we're on the track. Are we on the track? Here we go, 1,000 miles from home. Yeah! Very good, we didn't spend £5 on a shell for nothing.
It was actually £10.
Yeah, I knew it was. I knew she told me 5, but it was actually 10. I knew it was a lie.
I'm just too hot.
Here we are in Spain. We've pulled off the main river to try and find some river monsters and a swim. All right, the weather's changed, right? We are in a storm, thunder and lightning, but what makes it worse, someone over there is playing The Scientist by Coldplay. Absolutely brilliant.